How you doing there, Shayla?
Hello.
Looks like my sound is on. Do we have everyone here?
Like everyone is here.
How you doing there, Shayla?
We're
Hey
coming on.
guys.
Hello. Hello, Paul.
Do we have everyone here?
Like everyone is here.
How you doing there, Shayla?
I think we've got them. Hello, Paul.
Do we have everyone here?
Like everyone.
Hello.
All right.
I have the host has disabled my video. I don't know who the host is. I'm unable to start video. Okay, there we go.
Hello, Sequina.
Hi.
Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you, everyone. We should allow the guests. There were people who registered. Are they in?
It looks like we have a few that are in.
Oh, great. All right. Well, hey, everybody.
You can verify that.
Oh, I don't know that I know how.
I was about to say, you're better at this than I am.
Oh, here it is. I see where there's a little tab I have to hit. All right, looks like we got 6 folks saying, hey, everybody, it's good to see you. I know there's some more joining us, and there are already some people watching now on not Facebook, on YouTube. So thank you, everyone, for being here. We're so excited for this evening. I am Cedric Lyles, ArtsCentric's Director of Operations, and here with me is both Shayla Lowe and Sequina DeBose. Say who you are.
Good evening, everybody. Hi, everybody. I am Shayla Lowe, ArtsCentric's Company Manager and recently appointed Education Coordinator. It has been a journey, but an exciting one. We're so glad that you're all here with us tonight. You know that we normally do this musicale in person. We normally get a group of folks together, and the same way that you see these young people here ready to perform, we normally do this in person. We know that life is different now, but that does not stop our mission. We are more determined than ever to keep education going, especially our Summer Institute. It is so important. And so we've got some really great folks here. I'm going to turn it over to Sequina, and then we will let our performers introduce ourselves. Sequina, you have a few words to say?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I just want to say, first of all, thank you all for being here. As you know, we cannot do what we do without your support. And so I just want to reassure everyone that any donations that are given, any support that is given to ArtsCentric's Summer Institute is 100% tax deductible. And we just think of our students as these seeds that are planted in the garden. And without the showering of your investment of attention and encouragement, and without you shining the light on their accomplishments, they aren't able to grow and develop the way that we know that they can. So as we are trying to push them and move them forward, we just encourage you to please, any resources that you're able to contribute to their growth and development, we encourage you to do so. Oh, one more thing. If you'd like more information about the ways that you may donate, you can visit our website, and that's www.artscentric.org, and you just click on Support Us, and there'll be a list there of ways you can give through Cash App, through credit card, through writing a check and mailing in a donation, and even doing an employee match through our employee match programs. So just want to put that out there.
Thanks, Sequina. We have put the link into the chat just in case.
Awesome.
And Cedric is sharing the website now, so you can just kind of see what it looks like. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box. It's great. We'll get them answered for you as soon as possible. All right, awesome. So what we're going to do now,
The good part.
I would like you all to go around and say your name. And let's see, let's just shake off the nerves. So let's say your name. Yeah, let's just shake it off, because I'm with you, right? But this is something that hasn't been done before. We're in a time that hasn't been happened before, so we're gonna make it work, right? So let's say your name and your favorite food. We could start with, let's start with Sarah. She's right in the center of my screen.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Joyce, and my favorite food is probably cheese. I love cheese. Anytime.
Awesome, Sarah. Thank you, Miss Cheese. All right, let's take it down to Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh, and my favorite food is probably donuts.
Yes, donuts make the day go better, doesn't it?
I think Cedric and I had the same reaction to that one.
I wasn't ready for donuts. I love it.
All right, Miss Janie.
All right. Hi, my name is Janie Hughes, and my favorite food is not very common, but it's cauliflower crust pizza. It's good.
A girl after my own heart.
Interesting.
Very smart, Janie. Very smart. Have you made your own crust yet?
No, I bought them. I don't know if I'm going to attempt to, but if I do, I'll let you know how it comes out.
Get with Sequina on that. I'm sure she has a recipe.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mark, coming over to you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Quackenbush, and I'd say my favorite food is probably either enchiladas or chicken parmesan.
Both very good ones. Very good ones. Uh-oh, Cedric. All right, and last but definitely not least, Miss Katie.
Hi, my name is Katie Espinoza, and I think my favorite food is any kind of pasta.
Yes, pasta is wonderful. Any favorite sauce?
You know, that's a good question.
Red sauce or white sauce?
I think
What pesto?
okay, I can tell you what my least favorite is. My least favorite's pesto. I know, not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan.
Talk about that. All right. So now that you all have met everybody, we're going to get into the program. What we're going to do is we're going to start by telling you a little bit about ASI. So Sequina and Cedric, feel free to jump in here. ASI was created back in 2015, and ArtsCentric's saw a need to train youth and young adults to continue with the performance training that we saw that was needed in the performance industry. So we've all been performers for a number of years, but what we realized as a company was that if we didn't train the youth and young adults that were coming up behind us per se, that the arts may not keep going in the way that we knew it. So we had some folks get together. They decided to train youth and young adults ages 14 to 22 in singing, dancing, and acting. It is a 3-week summer intensive, and they literally have dance classes, they have vocal training one-on-one in studio, they have acting training one-on-one in studio. And at the end of those 3 weeks, it culminates with either a full-scale stage production of a musical or a showcase where we have lights, sound, microphones, costumes, and everything. One thing that we are really proud of is that ASI is mainly a scholarship-based program. There is a tuition that comes with the program. However, as the years have gone on, the percentage of students that have been able to receive at least a 50% scholarship has increased from year to year. We're really excited to say that for summer of 2019, at least 75% of our participants received either a 50% or greater scholarship. And we would like to say thank you to all of you that are here, because if it was not for you, we would not be able to offer that to our students. To our participants, we never want cost to be an issue. We want them to be able to come to a place that is safe and that is good for them to learn and advance in their performing arts careers. Cedric and Sequina?
Well, it's all about the triple threats. Shayla wrapped it up. Like the need is to train the most intense kids to be singers, dancers, and actors and be the best that they can possibly be. So when we're looking for kids and we're looking for students and we're thinking about the works and what they do and what they need, it's all about getting a small core group. A lot of the programs were big, 60 people, 30 people, 40 people. We usually don't get larger than 22. The smallest we've had is 15, and that's specific. And you know, when each of them come up, I think Mark is first, right?
Yes.
So Mark, why don't we'll let Mark talk, and then after Mark, Sequina can come in and share before the next person. But Mark, why don't you tell us your year and a little bit like what that triple threat training, that triple threat training. That's a good one.
Yeah, tongue twister. Yeah, so again, my name is Mark. So I did ArtsCentric's Summer Institute during the summers of 2016 and 2017, which was the two shows were Spring Awakening and Songs for a New World, which, if you're not familiar with the shows, are two very challenging and very complex shows. And so a big thing that ArtsCentric really taught me was how to go in. Oh, and another thing I just forgot, I actually had to come late to the first summer. So I missed about the first 3 days in what was about a 15-day intensive. But because like I was able to walk into that intensive, and because of like the professional atmosphere, I was able to comfortably work towards an end goal of putting on a full show in a matter of 2.5 weeks, and being able to like not freak out and stress out because I had come in late and everybody had a head start, because we came in there and there was just this this level of professionalism mixed with this welcoming, supportive atmosphere where all of my instructors would teach me. They were there to bring out my talent and to bring out what they knew I had within me, but they were also very honest and very truthful. And they did not hold back. If something wasn't working, they would tell me. And that kind of atmosphere and that professionalism really helped me to like cut out all like any laziness, any hesitation, any fear, and just push forward on what it means to like put forward and put together a good show. So that was like that's what I've really taken from my time with ASI.
Great, Mark. Thank you. So we're going to get right to it so we can hear your wonderful voice. And you can go ahead and tell us what you're going to be singing and what production is from. And so everybody, Mark Quackenbush.
All right, this is My Petersburg from the musical Anastasia.
For those of you who are watching on, who are in the Zoom room and panelists, you have an option to spotlight his individual videos so you won't see everyone else. And for everyone on watching on YouTube, hopefully what I do works for you. Take it away, Mark.
Thank you so much. I grew up on the sly, in the gutters and the streets of Petersburg. Just a kid on the fly, getting good at getting by in Petersburg. I bartered for a blanket, stolen for my bread, learned to take my chances and use my head. A Russian rat is clever, or he ends up dead. Boils down to there are some who survive, some who don't, some give up, some give in. Me, I won't. Black and blue, welcome to my Petersburg. Standing here, you can see from the spires to the piers of Petersburg. I'd be down on that quay, selling stolen souvenirs of Petersburg. The palaces above and alleyways below. Funny when a city is all you know, how even when you hate it, something in you loves it so. That's where I learned my stuff, in some rough company. There's a boy growing up who is me, all I've been, all I'll be. We can do what we're told, we can go where we're led, but I learned from my father to see what's ahead. Nothing here to hold me, no one that I owe. Funny how a boy can grow. Funny how a city tells you when it's time to go. That's where I boils down to there's some who have walls yet to climb. You and I on the fly, just in time. But tonight there's a sky and quite a view. Welcome to my Petersburg. Thank you guys.
Yes, Mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody can come back in. Mark, I want you to talk a little bit about what you've been doing since you left ASI, maybe some schooling and what happened, what you were doing right before quarantine. I think I'd love to hear it.
So after ASI, so I did ASI in high school. And so after I graduated high school, I attended Rider University for musical theater for about a year and a half, which I then had to leave because I actually got the amazing opportunity to be an understudy for the national tour of Dear Evan Hansen. So currently, I'm still contracted, although I haven't been we haven't been with the show since quarantine shut everything down. But I am currently understudying the roles of Evan, Connor, and Jared. So that's just been an amazing opportunity. And honestly, like all the skills that I learned from ASI have really helped make that possible for me. So that's what I've been up to.
Yes, thank you so much, Mark. You sounded great. Thank you. All right. Well, Sequina, did you want to come on and have a few words?
Yeah, I'm unable to start my video. The host has to do it.
Sorry about that. Okay, that should get you in.
Here I am. Yeah, so Mark is so talented. All of the children are, I'm not children, excuse me, all of our participants are. It's when you've been doing this the number of years that we have, this is our 6th year, I think, of the program. We get to really develop such personal relationships with our participants, and they're all my children. So I would just, I'm really curious, Mark, about what would you say has been some of the challenges and joys of working with a personal voice teacher? Because I know you and I work together. You work with Cedric as well, and there are a lot of things that go on in that voice studio that people who don't take voice lessons may not know or understand.
So working with a personal voice teacher is really helpful, especially with the ones at ASI who are as trained and as talented as they are, because they are able to really identify what is unique about your voice, and even like what is maybe very personal to your voice, but is something that needs tweaking, not necessarily something that's bad, but that needs a little work. And they have the tools and the skill to be able to like fine tune it in order to bring out the best version of you and make it just as beautiful as it can be. So that's something that you guys always really helped me with during ASI.
Absolutely, that's awesome. There's nothing like having that personal touch.
Yeah.
And just want you to speak to that.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark and Sequina. So our next performer. You heard me say earlier that we had the program was for youth and young adults ages 14 to 22. Well, there was an audition process a few years ago, and I kind of remember this conversation. I wasn't as involved then, so Sequina can kind of speak to this a little bit. There was a young lady that came to audition, and she wasn't 14. I think, Katie, you can keep me honest. At this time, I think you might have been 12 or 13, right?
Wow.
Yeah, she was 12 going on 12. And she was so great, and they saw so much potential in her that they said, you know what, we're going to have to lower the age for her. And so this would be Katie's, oh my gosh, you're about to be 16. Is that right? Yes. Katie is Espinoza is with us today. She was the reason why for 1 year we lowered the age requirement to 12 to 22. And she is a true testament of what happens when you sow a seed, like we were talking earlier. into young people. So Katie, I'd like you to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about what you're doing, and then let us know what you're going to sing.
Hi, my name is Katie Espinoza, and this would be my 4th year with ASI. Yeah, this is my 4th year. And I remember like going in like for my first year of ASI in like 2017, I think. Yeah. And I was like, and I had like just turned 13 like before, like a few weeks before ASI started. So I came in and I was 13 and everyone was like, what is she doing here? They're like, she's in middle school. And they were all like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to graduate from college. Oh my gosh, can't wait to go to college. And I was like, I can't wait to go to 8th grade. Woo. And I was like a nervous wreck. I was a mess. I was terrified in singing in front of people. And everyone at ASI was kind of just like, hey, like, stop that. What are you doing? You have like a gift and you need to share it with people. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And they were like, well, we're gonna beat that out of you. And so after, like, for weeks, they were like, you need to stop being so nervous because you're the only thing that's holding you back. And so that's really what I've taken away from being at ASI. And I think that like starting high school, already having done ASI was like a blessing. I would not have been able to like be where I am today without starting ASI. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for that.
Thank you. All right, so you can go ahead and let us know what you're going to sing and get started.
Okay. I'm going to be singing See I'm Smiling from the last 5 years. I guess I can't believe you really came, and that we're sitting on this pier. See, I'm smiling. That means I'm happy that you're here. I stole this sweater from the costume shop. It makes me look like Daisy May. See, we're laughing. I think we're gonna be okay. I mean, we'll have to try a little harder and bend things to and fro to make this love as special as it was 5 years ago. I mean, you made it to Ohio. Who knows where else we can go? I think you're really gonna like the show. I'm pretty sure it doesn't suck. See, you're laughing and I'm smiling by a river in Ohio, and you're mine. We're doing fine. I think we both can see what could be better. I'll own when I was wrong. With all we've had to go through, we'll end up twice as strong. And so we'll start again this weekend and just keep rolling along. I didn't know you had to go so soon. I thought we had a little time. Look, whatever. If you have to, then you have to. So whatever, it's all right. You know what makes me crazy? I'm sorry, can I say this? You know what makes me nuts? The fact that we could be together here, together sharing our night and spending our time, and you are gonna choose someone else to be with. No, you are. Yes, Jamie, that's exactly what you're doing. You could be here with me or be there with them. As usual, guess which you pick? No, Jamie, you do not have to go to another party with the same 20 jerks you already know. You could stay with your wife on her fucking birthday, and you could, God forbid, even see my show. And I know in your soul it must drive you crazy that you won't get to play with your little girlfriends. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And the point is, Jamie, that you can't spend a single day that's not about you and nothing but you. Novelist, you. Isn't he wonderful? Just 28, the savior of writing. You and nothing but you. Miles and piles of you. Pushing through windows and bursting through walls on a route to the sky. And I swear to God, I'll never understand how you can stand there straight and tall and see I'm crying and not do anything at all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Wow,
Katie.
beautiful.
Thank you. It's so great. Thank you. So we're going to go right into another performance from another one of our participants that started the program when they were younger. If I think, Cedric, is it true that Josh and Katie started the same year?
I think Josh came a year after Katie.
Year after Katie. Okay.
Year after Katie.
Okay.
Also, I think you were, how old were you when you started, Josh?
I was 13.
Yeah, I was supposed to say he was also 13.
He got in the relaxed age group because he's just that good. So Josh, we're going to go right into you, and then we'll hear a little bit more about you once you're done, okay?
All right.
All righty. Let us know what you're singing. We're ready to hear you.
Okay. I am singing Enjoy the Trip from Bring It On musical. I must start now, it's clear, this will shock you to hear that I was a total dork my freshman year. I was a loser, a mess, a loner, depressed, that every day I had to pee, walked around hoping no one will see me. I locked myself in the guy's room and let the tears fall. Till one day a custodian knocked on my soul and asked me if I could have the band the Grateful Dead. And I thought he might not be quite right in the head, but he changed my life around when he said, right now everything seems so important, but time rushes by at a clip. And when you look back, these high school years will be nothing more than a blur. So you might as well enjoy the trip. Trust me on this when you're older and wiser and fuller and fatter, and you look back on this moment in time. The only thing that's gonna matter is did you only do what you thought you should do? Did you dance monkey dance because the man told you to? Or did you spend your time doing what brings joy to you? All you see is this old dude with a broom in his hand. But I followed my dreams and my favorite band. So don't sit on your ass waiting waiting for life to begin. If you do what you love with your time, then you'll win. What a long, strange, wonderful trip it's been. Right now everything seems so important, but time rushes by at a clip. And when you look back, these high school years will be nothing more than a plan. Just a tale to tell that rings a bell. So what the hell? You might as well enjoy the trip. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Josh. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love your visual of making sure we knew where musical was from. Thank you. You teach. You teach us so much. We really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Josh.
Well, now I'm 15. I attended ASI back in 2018, I think it was.
Mhm.
And the biggest thing I took away from it was before ASI, I had basically zero dance training, like at all. And like you said, since ASI is a triple threat program, obviously I did get at least a really good amount of dance training. And at first I was sort of hesitant because I have never thought of myself as a good dancer. But just all of the instructors were just able to push me and just really get at least the basic fundamentals for dance. And since then, I've obviously worked more and more on it. But yeah, all the basic fundamentals I got from ASI.
I have a question. How intense was the dance for you, Josh? Because I was there.
Very intense. Yeah.
Yes, I feel like dance as singers, right? Dance is the one thing, and as musicians, Cedric, you know, if for those of you that don't know, Cedric is an amazing pianist and a vocalist as well. But I think that each one of us on this webinar, when it comes to an 8 count, there's a little bit of a palpitation in our heart. There's a skip, there's a beat that skips in our heart. And so to hear you say that, Josh, is like really amazing, because I think, would you say that it improved your confidence in something that you thought you wouldn't be able to do?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. And that's the main part of it.
Did you notice Katie didn't flinch when you mentioned the dance piece? Her hand stayed right behind her back like, I am perfect in the dance.
I have my pot of beret.
Well, I'm glad you guys bring up the dance and the singing, because that's literally what we pretty much do all day, is teach dancing and singing and acting and all the aspects of it. So a part of what we're going to do this summer, and why we're calling it ASI Back to School Edition, is because we're taking that same triple threat model, but we're going to refine it because we're doing it remotely. We're going to be distance learning how to do the performing arts. So we'll have classes in monologues. We'll definitely have studio singing. We'll still do the individual voice training, the privates in dance. You'll get that on Zoom. Also the privates in acting like we do in the intensive, and it is an intensive. I mean, you all can talk about that in a second. But we're offering this this time around a little bit of modifying the course descriptions and the courses we're offering because of the climate that we're in. So there'll be more stuff about makeup and more about screen acting, more about playwriting and scene writing and reading and songwriting, because we're looking at the performing arts and we're knowing that once we are past the pandemic, that all of this work and energy that we're putting into this new sorts of creating performing arts won't go away. And so we're preparing you guys to do exactly what we're doing right now. And also the auditioning part of it will be, a lot of it will be this as we move forward. So look forward to that. That's going to be really exciting.
I think it's also really important to note that when we talk about this triple threat model, it's a very customized education that our participants are receiving. You know, during the audition process, we talk to them and we hear from them and we figure out where their strengths are and where the areas are that they need further development. And based on that, oftentimes we're not even choosing the show yet until we've heard everyone. And we're finding out where those areas are where they need to be built up. And we're creating programs around them. We're creating a schedule, a daily schedule around where this person may need more dance classes, whereas this person may need to focus on acting, and this one may need to look at singing lessons. So it's very unique in that fashion. You won't find any other summer program or intensive like this where it is literally built around the students and their needs.
100%. 100%. How intense would you guys say it is?
Nobody came off
on
mute.
a scale of 1 to 10.
Mark went like
Very, I can say it. Yeah, it was very intense.
I remember on the first day, you guys were like, "This is called an intensive for a reason," and you really, you made sure that was true.
Well, listen.
I think the funniest part is when we get the emails from the parents after the first week.
Especially new parents.
Right. And so, Janie, I know you can attest to that. I definitely heard from your parents, hey, because I know Janie's dad is here. But
hey,
definitely, like, is everything okay? Because she got home and crashed. She didn't eat dinner. We didn't hear from her until it was time for her to get up and attend the program to get dropped off the next morning. And so, this is the life, right?
And it pays off. It pays off. So many of our participants have gone on to be majors in the performing arts at the college and university level. We've had at least one that's gone to Broadway. You know, Mark just talked about being on the national tour, and several of them have participated with regional theaters here in the area, as well as with us on our main stage productions. So,
yeah,
graduated from Tisch.
Yeah, Katie's mom put into the chat that she literally has a picture of her passed out on her bedroom floor after her ASI. That's what we live for. And here's the deal: even after all those few years ago, Katie's been with us every summer since then.
That's right.
So when when we have our participants, and we call them kids, as like Sequina said, they're so much our children. Once they've joined this program, but to have that level of trust from a parent with their child means a lot to all of us.
Yeah.
And so if we haven't said it before, all the parents that are here, thank you so much for trusting your young ones to us and putting them in our care year after year, and just trusting that we have their best interest in heart. Not as much as you do, but in much the same way as you do. So we thank you for that. Cedric, did you want to talk a little bit about how our day goes? What the day in the life of ASI?
Sure. So this year, again, like I was saying earlier, will be a little different than what we've done last year. But typically in the general year, when we're in person, the day will start with everyone gathering together, and then some warm up, whether that's physical, whether that's vocal, or whatever it is. And after the warm up, 15, 20 minutes of that, we either break into groups or do a whole music session or dance session, and the day breaks up, meaning there may be 6 or 7 different tracks going at the same time. Someone's in the voice, 3 people might be in the voice lesson, 3 people might be in dance privates, 2 might be in coaching, and 4 might be working on the scene while somebody's outside taking a headshot. Like literally all that is running at the same time on any given day. So for this year, since we're going to be distanced, I prepared a sample of our schedule for you. And what we're doing a little differently is we're going to take a look at Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as like our days to be together on Zoom. And if you notice, there's a lot of big breaks and some offline activities, as well as asynchronous work that we'll do offline. So you won't be on screen the whole time. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll break out. Everyone will fall into one of the tracks, one of the similar tracks, once we know who everyone is, with a dance lesson, a voice lesson, and an acting lesson every day. So we'll do this 5 days a week for 3 weeks, or 2.5. And then at the end of the last 3 weeks, we're going to compile all of the work that we're creating. And we're going to make videos. And so it'll be a distance performance, but you guys will create it. And we're going to create it and we're going to get you. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So the most important different thing about this year is we're buying tech gear to send to all of our participants so that we can ensure the quality of these performances. And we've been working on this plan since I think about maybe March. The minute the pandemic hit, we knew we had to modify. So we've been fundraising and reaching out to donors. And we purchased some microphones. Those will be coming to you, and some ring lights so we can get light on your face and get good sound quality and all that sort of stuff. So it'll be great. It'll be great. We're looking forward to that. That's really what this fundraiser is about and what we need, you know, the funds for, so we can get you those things.
Yeah, and one thing that we would like to mention is that like we said before, this is a tuition-based program. We know that this year is different. So we don't want anyone to be deterred or nervous because of tuition. Of course, it can't be what it was because the program is not what it was. However, ArtsCentric has been, I'm just going to say it, we've been blessed enough through this entire pandemic and the quarantine to have people that continue to support us, continue to support our mission. So we were able to reduce our tuition by 50% and offer that as a scholarship to all of the participants. We haven't chosen everybody yet. We've got some really great folks that have submitted auditions. So do not be dismayed. We're still receiving them. We're still reviewing. But we were able to offer, as we cut the program tuition by 50%, we were also able to offer a 50% scholarship to anyone that decides that they want to audition the program and that has been accepted into the program. So we're really excited and we're really grateful to everyone that has donated to the program, that has donated to ArtsCentric, that continues to support and share our mission and keep going. With that, we haven't stopped. If you've been following us, and even if you haven't, I'm sure you've heard all of the things we've done. We've done a couple of concerts. We've done some panel discussions with everything that's going on in the country and the climate of the country. And these young people are why we do what we do. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead to Miss Sarah Joyce. If you could tell us your name and what you're going to be singing, we'll find out some more about you once you're done.
Okay. My name is Sarah Joyce, and I will be singing Once Upon a Dream from Jekyll and Hyde. I'll just sit up here. Once upon a dream, we were lost in love's embrace. There we found a perfect place. Once upon a dream. Once upon a time, like no other time before. Hope was still an open door. Once upon a dream, and I was unafraid. The dream was so exciting, but now I see it fade, and I am here alone. Once upon a dream, you were heaven sent to me. Was it never meant to be? Was it just a dream? Could we begin again? Once upon Thank you.
Beautiful job.
Thank you, Sarah Joy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I recently graduated from the University of Tampa with a Bachelor in Fine Arts and Musical Theater. And I'm right now trying to just pursue acting as a career. I recently got a internship at the Florida Repertory Theater, a performance internship, which I'm very lucky that it is still planning on going on. You know, I know not a lot of artists right now have the luxury of working, so I'm very grateful for that. So, yeah.
Awesome. What year did you attend ASI?
I attended ASI in 2018, and really, I think the greatest thing that I got from this program was the ability, I think, to realize that I'm capable of doing more than I think I am. I think I came into the program putting myself in a box. I thought that I was one certain type of singer. I only had ever really sung classical, and I definitely didn't consider myself a dancer. But you know, as soon as I got there, Kevin and Cedric and Sequina all immediately were like, okay, I know that you can sing classical, so here is a mezzo contemporary belting piece. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. But you know, it turned out I could do it, and I never thought that I could before. So, and then obviously also we talked about the dancing. It is very intense. I was exhausted after every day, but it really did make me a more confident performer. So, yeah, it gives you more extra skills. It makes you feel more prepared for, you know, auditioning. And it taught me that I could do things that I didn't know I could do. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
It's so interesting because I see so much of myself in Sarah, just coming from that classical background and trying to find the way into crossover repertoire and musical theater. It's really challenging. And the great thing about our program is that our teachers are teaching artists. You know, I've sung at a lot of different major venues, including the Metropolitan Opera. You know, we have Kevin McAllister has been on Broadway, and you know, we all are coming from having theater experience and having had classical training on different levels with both acting and singing, and we're able to bring a lot of those experiences to our teaching, and so we can relate, we can speak from experience and tell you, yes, you can do it. So it's not just lip service, it's coming from real life experience. So I think that's really great about what we do. This program is also about mentorship.
That's awesome, Sequina. I mean, even though I grew up with Sequina and Cedric, and Kevin and I went to Morgan State University. Sequina, Cedric, and I started together. I will not tell you the year because you won't believe it because we look so young.
It was like 10 years ago.
We started back together in fall of 1998. The three of us were freshmen together, and Cedric is talking, but it is, you know, like Sequina said, the mentorship, and I think the fact that we're able to all mentor each other is what really makes this program so valuable. I was just telling someone yesterday that I could not even think to sing or hear alto until Kevin and Cedric made me do it. It wasn't that I didn't have that option. It was that they gave me a different way to think about myself, which is what I think we can all attest to that. And it's just the magic of courage that you get with being with ArtsCentric, that I'm really appreciative of. And just seeing all of you young people here now, from when I've seen you before and to where you are now, it's just a true testament, like Sequina said, of the mentorship and the courage that you all had to keep going and not quit, and to allow yourselves to be pushed to be better.
And it's awesome that now that we have this virtual experience, we can bring in people from all over the world. We're not just limited to the Baltimore, immediate community. Our community, our idea of community has expanded. So, we're cutting the tuition, but we're also expanding the programming in a lot of ways. So for that reason, we need the donations and we need the support as much as possible. So it's about, purchasing the equipment, but also making sure that we can honor our teaching artists with fees that are appropriate for the skill level that they're bringing to our students. So we encourage everyone who's listening today, please go to artscentric.org and find out how you can donate. If you just click on support us, it lays out for you right there all the different ways that you're able to give. And I love the fact that so many people have inquired about employee match programs. We have a few people who've done that, and it's been such a great way to get their businesses and organizations that they work for and are affiliated with to join in with supporting their favorite charity, ArtsCentric. So I just want to make sure I don't hesitate to, but I don't forget to mention that. So there it is right there on the screen.
And I'll take this time to just say thank you to the people that have already donated. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
We're so grateful for you. We've received a couple notifications, and we have some really great people that continue to support us every year. A big shout out and thank you to the Smiths. They have hosted the Musicale in their home for us on a number of different occasions.
Absolutely.
And so we're extremely grateful for you all. And before we get to our final performer, I would just like to take a moment to thank everyone, and Cedric, you can make some remarks too, to thank our committee, our team, our education team. They are here with us today. It is Miss Betty Ridgway and Kara Tamika Watkins and Cedric and myself. I would just want to say thank you to you all. They may not be here with us showing their video on Zoom, but they week after week, meeting after meeting, checklist after checklist. It is the four of us have worked together, and I just want to say thank you to you two ladies for all of your dedication and your support and your work to get this done and to keep the program moving forward. It really is priceless what you've done with us. So we thank you. Ms. Betty is also one of our board members, so we're extremely glad to have her with us. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to you that are on the Committee for Education.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, just before Janie comes and closes us out, I'll just give the last thing. And this is really just for some of you may want to know the hard fact. We're aiming for 15 to 16 kids, and we'll probably land at 15. And the tuition is normally $1,000. So that would normally be 15,000. And so what we are aiming for, hopefully, to raise today is at least $7,500, because with that $7,500, there's a microphone, there's a headshot, there's a ring light. And if we can find another grant, maybe we'll be able to send some tech, but we're just going to worry about the things that we can manage. So $7,500, we can send everybody a microphone, we can send everyone a ring light, and we can ensure that the work that they do comes back. We've got other funding and other donations that have come in, but today that's our goal for this program. And the program usually costs a lot more. I think when we're in person doing productions, it's roughly around 20K or something like that. We're not spending that much this summer because we're not doing a show in person. However, we are doing some other tech stuff. So please, 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 thank you in advance. I love this. I love the post tomorrow. We got 75,000. But I would love to post that we got 7,500 in donations today. So thank you all. And Janie, did you talk about yourself yet?
No, not yet.
She's ready. So last but not least, we're going to bring on Janie. We are so grateful. Janie will be joining us for her second year of ASI with this session. She started with us last year, and she was one of the ones that I told you earlier. Her parents emailed us and asked us what we were doing to their child, because she came home and passed out after. But we're so glad to have you with us, Janie. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're singing today.
Hi, my name is Janie Hughes. I am 17 years old. Like you said, my first year of ASI was last year, and I'll be singing I'm Here from The Color Purple. Okay. you to love me. I don't need you to love. I've got my sister. I can feel her now. She may not be here, but she's still mine. I know she still loves me. Got my children, I can't hold them now. They may not be here, but they still mine. I hope they know I still love them. Got my house, it still keep the cold out. Got my chair when my body can't hold out. Got my hands doing good like they supposed to. Showing my heart to the folks that I'm close to. Got my eyes, though they don't see it's gone now. They see more about how things really are now. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna hold my head up. Gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eyes. I'm gonna flirt with somebody when they walk by. I'm gonna sing out, sing out. I believe I have inside of me everything that I need to live a bountiful life. With all the love alive in me, I'm certain as tall as the tallest tree. And I'm thankful for every day that I'm given, both the easy and hard lives I'm living. But most of all, I'm thankful for loving who I really am. I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm beautiful. And I'm here.
Wow.
Janie!
I'm tearing up.
Queen, I was the same way when she was rehearsing earlier. I was like, oh, Janie.
It's so emotional, and I hear these young people sing.
Wonderful job, Janie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody, thank you all so much, Sequina and Shayla, Janie and Mark and Katie and Sarah, and one is missing. Where's Josh? There he is. Thank you guys. Thank you to your families. Thank you to everyone who's watching, everyone who came on Zoom and everyone who's watching on YouTube Live. We really, really appreciate you. The program starts on Monday, August 10th, and we will be fundraising for this for the rest of the month. So if you didn't get an opportunity to give a gift or to share this, it will be on YouTube, on our YouTube page. We'll probably post it to our Facebook page later for other people to check out and donate. But guys, thank you all for coming and your time. Just warms my heart.
Yes. Thank you
So
all so much. We have some folks, some messages from the attendees. They're saying bravo and thank you for your great performances and good luck. And Lynn, you all know Lynn, our lighting designer, that says so good to see everyone. So, and Jamie's mom says thank you, awesome job, everyone. So, you know, we all echo the same sentiment. Bravo.
Absolutely. Wonderful
Bravo.
job.
Bravo.
anything you guys want to share before we depart?
I can say what I learned from ArtsCentric.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Jenny, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So when I came into ArtsCentric, I was an alto too. And I was used to singing alto. And if y'all don't know what that is, the really low singer, okay? And when I got there, I went over to sit with all the altos. And Cedric said, go over there. I was like, huh? So I ended up being a soprano 1, which is the highest soprano. So yeah, it definitely took me out of the box that I was used to singing in. And what else? It taught me how to express my emotions while singing. Because I feel like when I came, I know Kevin was like, "You're just doing basketball." I used to sing like this, and now I don't do that anymore. So
Little Mary J. Blige.
So yeah, that's 2 things that I learned from ArtsCentric.
Yeah, Jamie, I remember when you came in, you came in and thought you were an alto. You always came in as a soprano. Always was a soprano. I remember your audition that we were looking like, what did she put on the sheet? She's completely a soprano. So that rethinking of who you are and what you've always, you know, identified your gift as is just expanded.
And also just coming out of your shell, you know, just socializing and being social with others. You know, so many of you guys end up being lifelong friends, which is amazing to see.
Now, you know, we're supposed to be leaving, but I would be a fool if I didn't say this. So this is the ArtsCentric Summer Institute, but we also have ArtsCentric Academy, which we're starting session 2 very soon. And it's different from ASI, where these participants, these people who come here, these kids, students, whatever you want to call yourselves, when they come here, they're coming here to specifically train in performing musical theater stuff, music, dance, and theater. The Academy is for everyone, anyone, for your mothers, for your brother, your son, your nephew, your cousin, your auntie. It's for everybody to train and learn something in the performing arts. So look out for that too.
Yeah, our first session was very successful. So thank you all for that too. So with that being said, we want to say thank you, friends. We appreciate you. If you need any more information, please feel free to visit our website at www.artscentric.org. That's www.artscentric.org. And we're on Facebook. We are on, of course, YouTube. Please go on and subscribe. Cedric is showing his wonderful background for ASI, and Sequina is showing hers for ArtsCentric. If you need anything or have any questions for us, please feel free to reach out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the email address, our website. We're here to answer any questions. And we thank you all for being with us. Your support means so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.